Nowadays, I think that the best option to reach potential clients is through emails and through email marketing. And one tool that really facilitates all the process of email marketing and email campaigns is a software called ActiveCampaign. This is a software as a service that lets you streamline all the parts of creating an email campaign and reaching out to your customers. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Santiago, and today we're going to be looking at ActiveCampaign. I'm going to be teaching you how to use the basic functions, how to create a simple email campaign using some templates that the software has to offer, how to add contacts, and how to set up a basic automation. I'm gonna make my face disappear so I can show you the screen a bit better, so see you guys at the end. This right here is the first message that we get when we sign up for the 14-day trial period at ActiveCampaign. I've already added my name and my phone number. Right now it's asking us to write a company website. It's completely optional since we don't have a website for our fictional company. We're gonna click on next step. In this part, you can customize your ActiveCampaign experience by answering these questions. The first one is how many contacts do you have? Let's say we have between 1,000 and 2,500. How many employees do we have? It asks us what industry is our business in. And if this is one account for our customers, let's say no, this is an account for my business. Right here, you can connect different apps in order to import contacts, for example, in order for you to create the email campaign. I'm not going to import any of those for now. I'm just going to click on next step. And after you've created a password for your account, ActiveCampaign is going to take a couple of seconds to create your personalized experience. This right here is ActiveCampaign's homepage. We have some tasks that we could follow in order to better get a handle of how ActiveCampaign works. For example, use automation to reach your customers with ease, create and send your first email with campaigns. This is the one that we're gonna be doing. If you go to the left right here, we have some tabs. We're gonna click on email, and right here we can create our first campaign. If we click on this button right here, it's gonna ask us to name our campaign. You can create the campaign from scratch, as it says right here, start from scratch or with a template in the email designer, or you can create it with AI. We're gonna create one of each so you can get a better idea of how the software works. And we're gonna just click on next. We're taken to this screen right here. On the first part of the screen, it says subject line. The subject line is the text that appears in an email inbox to indicate the email's content and purpose. So we could write anything we want, or we could use some of the options that ActiveCampaign proposes. Let's say that we want to check first name. So first name is going to indicate the content and the purpose of the email. Then we have a pre-header. This is a small line of text after the subject line of an email. So more or less like an intro to the email, we could say. Right here on the recipient selection, we can manually add which clients to send this email to. Since we haven't imported any contacts, we just have this master contact list, the default that ActiveCampaign has on its software. So as of now, our recipients are only one. And right here, we can specify when will our clients receive the email. We can send it on the contact subscription date, before or after the contact's subscription date. We can change the subscription date to creation date and change this criteria as well, on, before or after. And right here, we must pick a physical address for the campaign and automation email to have that address attached. So we've created a fictional address. We're just missing the design of the email. You can create it with AI, or you can choose from text only, or you can build it yourself with HTML. If we click on text only, we can just type how our email is gonna be seen. So this is an email campaign. This would be the design of our email. And as you see right here, is just a blank document because we just wrote one line of text just to show you how to create it from scratch. If we click on finish, we have our campaign right here, June campaign. And if you go back in, you can edit the design any way you want it. We can insert, for example, personalized content. We can email address, names, locations, social media icons, for example, a Facebook like button, and it's going to be inserted into the body of our email. Now that we've created our email campaign, we can go to this tab called automations, and I'm going to create one for you to understand how they work. We're going to start from scratch once again. We need to create a start trigger that could be any of these buttons right here. For example, if someone subscribes to a list, that could be the first part of the automation process. We can select it from our lists and we can specify if it runs just once or multiple times. Once that we've created that start trigger, we can click on the plus sign on the bottom and tell the software what is going to happen next after someone follows this first start trigger. Let's say that after this happens, we're going to send an email and we're going to click on create a new email. We can change the tone of the email from encouraging, persuasive, thoughtful, witty, funny, etc. I'm going to click on funny and we can pick from different templates for our potential customers to get an email from. Let's say we have a new blog post. We can select that one. And right here, we can choose the email name. We can select the subject, as I told you before. You can choose the destiny of the email and you can choose which way you want to track that email. For example, open and read tracking, link tracking, reply tracking, and Google Analytics. You can send it immediately or you can use AI to predict when it is better for it to send it. If we click on finish, right here, this is our automation process. When someone contacts, subscribes to any list, they're going to be sent this email, and you can add a bunch more parts of the automation process in order for you to step a little back from all that tedious process of sending an email for a campaign just one by one. Now, for the last part of this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to add contacts, how to manually add contacts. Right here, you can import them from different softwares. As I told you before, you can import them from Calendly, Google Sheets, Typeform, and all of these other services. Or you could manually add a contact using this button on the top right. You can add the phone number of the contact and you can select an account for that specific contact. And this is our contact book right here. This is the email I used to create this account, and this is the contact that we just added. And you can use these contacts to create new email campaigns and maybe to add them to an automation process as well. That is pretty much how you use the basic functions of ActiveCampaign. As you see, creating email campaigns in order to automate a bit of the process is really easy. Importing clients and contact details is really simple as well, and it really can help you reach out more of potential customers for your business. If you want to use the paid version, there are some affiliate links on the description box down below. Please consider subscribing to the channel in order to check out all the other tutorials we have uploaded. Once again, my name is Santiago. Thank you guys very much for being here, and see you on the next tutorial. Bye bye.